Click on the subscribe button, especially the bell on the right side. Otherwise, you will miss the latest videos.
Hello friends, today we'll be talking about transit of Rahu to Pisces, which is India's 11th house. And Rahu's transit in India's 11th house would bring what for India? It is a small destination, and plus I would be giving you 3 tips for your daily use. But before I start delineating, I wish to state some segments of astrology advise use of mean nodes, whereas as it has been stated by sages and have been used by ages. My humble submission is that during earlier times, the facility for measuring coordinates was not available, and it was only the visionary science of our sages, based on human calculation only. It is human calculation. Now, with the advancement, the real coordinates can be measured. As such, we opt to use the true nodes. I would give during discussion. I will give you a test which you can use it on your horoscope to see whether real mean nodes are working or true nodes are working. Further, respected Patel Sahab has also said in his book, The Predicting Through Navamsa and Nadi Astrology on page 251, that the use of true nodes helps to pinpoint the probable time of events. He's sure of that. He's so sure of that. The probable time of events can be pinpointed only by true nodes. And as per my humble experience, timing of events, the true nodes are more accurate, and I fully subscribe to Patel Saab's views. I give you a simple test on that. Make your horoscope on the true nodes and note the longitude of Rahu and Ketu. Whenever in transit, moon comes in contact with your natal, your Rahu or Ketu or in its trine, you see what is happening to you. There would be foxtrot during that time, or some bad dream, or something, or some you are emotional. Exact time you note, it is just before the meeting of your moon, transit moon with your nodes. Okay, and it can be any other planet of transit meeting your node. The house is owned by that planet, and that where it is placed are affected. This is a small test for yourself and see what is working, whether mean nodes is working or true nodes are working. Now, on 30th October this year, mean nodes are changing, and true Rahu is changing on 30th November, exactly after 1 month. So, what changes, what it brings for the country, we will be discussing that. What are mundane results for Rahu in 11th house Pisces Rashi is 11th house in India's chart. 11th house. Pisces Rashi, India's ascendant is Taurus. So first, before we say what Rahu in 11th house, what our Shastras say on 11th house, it says, if having a benefic connection, then if Rahu, we are talking of Rahu in 11th house. If Rahu is having a benefic connection, unexpected gain of help from others, expansion of business for definite profit, gain through unusual means and are legacies, victory in elections, birth of daughter, name and fame after completion of work, victory over enemies, etc., etc. These he says if having a benefic connection. And if it is having a malefic connection, then reverse of it. All things which is said good would be again negative. So, when Rahu is good, this is now the point 2 we are talking of. Point 2, Rahu is benefic when it is aspected by its dispositor, or it is conjoined with the dispositor, then Rahu becomes benefic. It gives benefic results. Your whole dasha would be benefic. Second point of Rahu. When Rahu is affected by Mars, Rahu is affected by Mars, then also it gives benefic results, because Rahu is said to be elephant and Mars is Mahout. If it is otherwise, when Rahu affects Mars, or it is in trine through trines, or it is with Rahu comes with Mars, then then you are susceptible to accidents. When Rahu comes, aspects Mars, when transit Rahu aspects your natal Mars, then there's a fear of accidents, and if it is promised in the horoscope, it would surely happen. Accident, Saturn, Mars also here, but Rahu in trine to Mars, it gives accident. Now we come to mundane results of Rahu in 11th house. As this house corresponds to, we're talking of mundane, as this house corresponds to friends, association, and community groups, and the allies of the country, the legislative branches of government, the same would be 45. Now, how we say same would? This year, our Rahu, when it comes to Pisces, it would be aspected by Mars from Navamsa Mars of India's chart, where Mars is placed, it would be aspecting Pisces Rashi, fourth aspect. So it will be controlled by Mahout, our Rahu elephant would be, and otherwise also Rahu is benefiting 11th, that to be very. Therefore, same would be 45. The house also rules institutions of government such as legislatures, Rajya and Lok Sabha, as well as local governments. That means state governments. It rules stock exchange as an organization. The 11th house is it represents stock exchange as a organization, and therefore would be strengthened. The 11th house represents nation's aims, desires, purposes, and projects. So it would highlight and elaborate its hopes and dreams, specify them, also being the election year of Lok Sabha and 3 state legislative assemblies. They are Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Haryana. It rules treasury and exchequer. It is second house from countries, this thing, country, and it's treasury and exchequer of country. So it rules that. And 11th house, it will be sixth from sixth house. Thus, curbing of black money means more IT and ED raids, income tax and ED raids, and forming policy for income tax reform so that our treasury swells. People would be more inclined during this time. Of course, people would be more inclined towards legal education. Of course, there's a most these days it is the most sought after occupation, but it is difficult doing becoming a lawyer and this thing unless it is a very difficult scenario in the local market. Anyhow, secret and occult knowledge being forth from it would also people would be more inclined towards that. Destruction of animals, find out ways to plug losses through digitization and linking of Aadhaar for free, being 12th from 12th. You know, there are cases there people have been taking government benefits without person being there after they had the things have been linked to Aadhaar. So many dummies, 72,000 crores of rupees have been plugged even now. Even now, it will be further strengthened. Now, since it is 11th house of the present government, also second house from the present government, it ensures victory in elections for the ruling party. Very important point. It ensures victory of the ruling party during Rahu's transit in Pisces. Following now will be doing date wise. Date wise, when Rahu during its transit meets various planets, handshakes various planets with degree wise conjunction, what are the results attributed to those handshakes? So we'll be coming one to one. But before we do that, it would be 18 months Rahu would be staying there. All along 18 months, Rahu's result will not be same. It would be changing as per the navamsa position of Rahu. So Rahu position, navamsa position, when on 30th November, true Rahu joins comes to Pisces for 1 month. It would remain till January till January. It will remain in Pisces. Then it comes to from 8th January to 8th February 24. It will be in Aquarius. So we'll be doing and dealing with that. I'll be giving an example in between to show you how it affects the ruling planet. So 30th November till 8th January 24, it is all good for the ruling party, all good for the country. I'll show you here how does it affect after 8th February when it goes to Aquarius, right? We'll do India's chart. We'll show you India's chart, and this is India's chart. Here you can see India's chart. Rahu will change the date to 8th February. Will change the date to 8th February. August is India's chart. We put a chart of transit. So we put a chart of transit as well as one India chart. We'll put one India chart and we'll put one transit. Transit will put as transit will put 8th February. Oh. Transit here to 8th February. So 8th February, Rahu would be 8th February 2024. Rahu would come to 8th January, 8th January. Rahu would come to 11 Aquarius Rashi. If we put it number 2 here, we also change to Rahu would come to Aquarius. So it will in India's chart it would be here. India's chart it would be here. Then how this is now our Rahu result would vary as per the navamsa it changes. So our results would be based on that. That is what I wanted to show you on India's chart, how they would react. So our things would be 30th November to 8th January. It will be in 11th house. It will be in 11th house. So it would be in 11th house. So our it will be all good for that, good for the country. On 25th December 23, Sun and Rahu handshake, which gives us fortune in speculation. Then further we go to 8th January to 8th February, which good continues to happen for India. 10th house, it would be in India's 10th house. So good continues to happen for India. 12th January 24. We are taking nowadays. 12th January 24, Jupiter Rahu handshake. That when Jupiter Rahu meet, what it says, our Shastra says, Patel have also in his book, Nadi and Navamsa, it says, replacement of rulers of a state and ministers in government, including some distress in government, some positive decisions and development with respect to acquisition and titles of temple and winning legal battles are expected around 12th June 24. Note down mark the date 12th January 24. There are some win-win situation for court decision on temples. Then 4th Feb, when Rahu and Moon they meet together, I said there is a non-reconciliation and financial trouble for few, and more NPA are highlighted. non-performing assets. As banks thing are highlighted, akin to like now we read about Sunny Deol's case, they were highlighted and PA also. So like few more cases would be defaulter cases would be highlighted. 8th February to 28th May, there would be news or intercaste marriages would make headlines. 8th February to 28th May, when Rahu would be in ninth house. When Rahu is in ninth house, intercaste marriage. When it is there, intercaste marriage. He doesn't follow the religious path adopted by the family, but it is intercaste marriage. 21st Feb, 20th or 21st Feb, Venus meets Rahu. What it says, art, entertainment, music, and other social pleasure, as well as diplomacy, protocol, and ceremonial functions are highlighted during this period. Around that date, 21st February 24. Peace talks and involvement with negotiation leading to peace. It could be Pakistan. Cultural areas get boost. News about hype and positive projection of nations' resources and finances through bankers, financial institutions, and farming are highlighted. It's the 21st Feb 24, 2024. Then 23rd May 24, when Ketu meets Saturn. It is not a good period. Ketu meets Saturn. When Ketu transits over your natal Saturn, transit Ketu walks on your natal Saturn, professional changes are definite. Professional changes are definite. Here, some satellite transmissions may fail, and the economy in general is affected poorly, with stocks and bonds falling. Share market I'm talking about. Differences crop within NDA. It may happen. Some major transport accident is also feared on 23rd May 2024. Then 28th May to 5th July 24, by and large, good period, but success with hitches, bumpy road, good times for unearthing black money with raids. Enforcement directorate. This period would be when it would be 8th house of India's chart. Then 6th July to 16th August 24, Navamsa Rahu would be in India's 7th house. Then great initiative by the government, it will be inclined to 11th house. Great initiative by the government for reforms with lot of resistance from opposition. On 4th August 24, Mercury meets Rahu degree-wise. Some news on new rail route to be introduced or is introduced, or travel facilities by land, sea, or air. Some treaties are signed by the country with neighboring nations, or important diplomatic messages exchanged, allying, fears, or rumors. This can be Indo-China peace talks like that. On 5th August 24, Mars and Rahu meet. I said earlier, when they are 5th August 24, there is a Mars Rahu. Recognition in business of country, political affairs, supports, sports, physical competition, getting fame for the country are highlighted on this day, 5th August 2024. Then further, 17th August till 3rd December 24th, some facts was related to alliance and third house activities. Break or differences cropped in opposition's alliance expected. Opposition alliance means main opposition is Congress party. So there is a now they have formed a new group, India, INDIA. So there may be some differences crop on within opposition alliance, right? When Rahu would Navamsa Rahu would be sixth house of India's chart. 3rd December to 2nd January 25, good period and gain through speculation. It's a good period for 3rd December to 2nd January. 1 month would be a good period for speculation. 26th or 27th December 24, Rahu meeting ascendant. It would give us bullish stock exchange during that time. 27th December 24. 2nd January 25 to 26th February 25. Generally good period for main opposition party. If the elections are 2000 in January 25 to 26, opposition party will have a upper hand. 26th February to 26th February 25 to 30th May 25, good period for the country with many path-breaking initiatives. That is all about 18 months of Rahu transit in Pisces in India's 11th chart. That is what I wanted to share with you. I hope you would enjoy the date, and dates are very, very specific, and there would be some definite things would happen on these days. Okay. Thank you. Take care. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.